And we're back.
And we're back.
We're back with the creator and founder of Fairways for Hopes, Mr. Hank Harrison. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you, gentlemen, for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Feels like we were just here just yesterday.
A month ago almost. But yeah, it didn't take long for time to pass. Just
Great.
like the tournament when we started talking about it in December, and now it's here. Through the process, it was at times like, gosh, is it ever going to get here? Is it ever going to get here? And then it got here, and the outpouring of support from the communities has been phenomenal. People financially and or just support helping out today, like you guys coming out just to help out the cause. It's been phenomenal. We had 34 out of 36 teams, 81 hole sponsors.
Oh my
and,
God.
hopefully it's going to impact some kids and help the dads kind of make some good memories like we talked about the last time.
Yeah.
And the weather, Noah and Crawford and Jason helped us out today.
Yeah.
Because the forecast did not look good.
No, it did not. And I check it once a day, a couple times a day. Like Monday or Tuesday, it was 90% rain, and then the next day it was 70 something, and then 45, and then back up to 50. And when I went to bed last night, I checked one more time, and I looked at the radar, and I can kind of look at it, and it was like, is it going to open up? Is it going to split like it does a lot of times? But that's out of our control.
Mm-hmm.
And a good friend of mine that I coached with said, control what you can control, and that's all you can do.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, Mother Nature's helping us out this morning, and we've had a lot of people come through raising money on the side for HSS, Waterloo and Columbia High School, with our booze putting green, and TJ's wife, Dana, her boss, donated some Cardinal tickets, so people are buying chances at those. So every little bit counts. Every little bit will add up to try to help out wherever we can and hopefully touch some kids' lives and dads, like I said, to hopefully it's never not going to happen, but if we can help one or two kids to make better choices, to talk to somebody and get help that they need.
Yeah. And that's what me and TJ were just talking about before. And like, even if we just affect one kid, I mean, that's
Right.
worth it.
Right.
That's worth it.
And you have to be of a certain age to remember it was a hair commercial where you tell someone and someone else tells someone, and I don't remember what it was, but it was.
I'm not that old, Hank.
I know. And I can't remember what it was, but hopefully that'll help too. One person says something to one kid, another kid says something to another, and then hopefully throughout it, more kids will communicate that they are struggling, that they need help, and that it's okay. It's okay to struggle. It is absolutely okay. What's not okay is just keeping it inside, because that's when bad things happen. So,
And maybe talk a little bit about, I know we talked about the last at St. Baldrick's, but what you're raising the money for, the people coming to the high schools and that kind of stuff.
We're going to take whatever proceeds we make. We're going to give a large donation to HSS, which is Human Support Services here in Waterloo, and they help all over Monroe County. They have programs for people with disabilities, both mental and physical. They do a lot of work with addiction issues. They help people that have some mental issues, some struggles, I should say, to find jobs, to find places to live and things like that. That's what HSS does for the most part. And that's just scratching the surface. And then we're going to take what's left from the pot, and we're going to split it between Waterloo and Columbia High School. And when I talk to both high schools, I'm going to tell them that this money is to only be used for suicide awareness and teen safety. And I want flyers put up throughout the year, get a banner made. We'll split the cost with them. We'll get them, put banners up throughout the entire school year, but to really hit home around homecoming and prom. And like I said, when we were at St. Baldrick's, that's when we make the most stupid decisions. We think we're 6 foot tall and bulletproof, and as we all know, we're not. So
Colin has never thought he's been 6 foot tall. I'm just saying.
I always thought I was 6 foot tall. I wished, but That's all right.
No,
Dynamite
that's a
comes in small packages.
Great idea.
That's right. That's right. Terry thinks that he's all high and mighty because he's an inch taller than me.
Hey, that's a huge difference.
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm sure it is, buddy.
Inches are everything. So
Yeah.
inches are everything. So yeah, that's where the proceeds are going to go. Ann Breyer, Russ, Kevin, Scott, Amy, Justin with the cart crew, Jim and the cooking staff, Jordan and the restaurant staff. They have all been wonderful to work with, and it's only going to get better. This time being the first time we do it, there's always going to be some bumps in the road.
But
I've already started making a note in my phone for 2027, things to do a little bit different, things to add to make it even more fun and to have more people come out to support the cause. So,
But for this being the first one, I mean, it's from what we can see just sitting here, it's smooth. I mean,
yeah.
the
You would've
apparel
never
you
known.
have.
Yeah. You would
I
have
mean,
never
you
known
guys
this was
are
the first year.
organized.
Yes, and I don't consider myself OCD or type A, but there are things in my life that I want done right, and that's part of being a Marine, being a football coach. There's a certain way to do things, and if you don't do them that way, things don't go well. So that's part of it. I had a spreadsheet for whole sponsors, a spreadsheet for the teams, charitable donations, and just trying to keep it all organized so I was not a burden on Ann Breyer to put the tournament on. So I wanted to be as self-contained as possible for our side of the tournament, and then let Kevin and the crew take care of the rest. So, which they have. They've done a phenomenal job. Phenomenal. So, and then here in, what time is it? About an hour and a half or so, we'll have guest speakers from Columbia, Fire and Police, Waterloo Fire, EMS, and Monroe County Sheriff are all going to talk maybe 5-10 minutes at most. And then I'm going to finish up and get really choked up, but it is what it is. And everybody that knows me knows I wear my feelings on my sleeve, good and bad.
Yeah.
You know it.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
know it when
I'm the same
when
way.
you see me. If I'm happy, that's where all these crow's feet come from because I smile so much. But if it's on the other side and I'm not having a great day, you know it instantly. I don't hide it. So I try, but it's hard.
And you have somebody from HSS speaking also.
Yes, Camilla Ball is going to speak also, yes.
Yeah,
So,
that'll be great. And you were talking about having speakers at high schools and stuff
yes,
too. Maybe
for sure.
you know.
Yeah, Camilla is, I'm going to kind of put that in her basket to kind of figure out who would be the best to go to the different places and kind of leave it to her because that's in her wheelhouse. And I'll just kind of give her my 2 cents worth, and this is what I would like to be talked about. And then I'm going to let her run with it because it's her thing. So.
It's a wonderful idea.
Yeah, absolutely. And like TD was saying earlier, and you were talking about at St. Baldrick's, there's just not enough. It's not talked about enough, and there's not enough awareness, and it's
Right.
kind of those things that gets brushed over, I would say.
Yes, for
And
sure.
So I'm really glad that you're doing this and making this hey, this is a problem. We have to talk about
Right.
these things. You know, we have
Absolutely.
to have those difficult conversations.
Absolutely.
And it's going to make some people uncomfortable, but it's also going to help a lot of people
Right.
as well.
Right. A lot of times in life, when you're uncomfortable, that's when you make your best decisions because it forces you to make a good decision. Because if you're uncomfortable, and you make bad ones, unfortunately, too, but hopefully those are the times when you make good choices. So I've learned more falling on my face than standing on my feet.
And you're going to have a speaker at an assembly at high school, and maybe 95% of the kids are going to be like, what are they doing here?
Right.
But those 2 or 3 kids,
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what you can only try to do in the beginning, and you hope that it snowballs.
Yep.
To where you're getting 10, 12, 15 kids that will go talk to the school nurse. Like my wife is the nurse at Ladue High School, and she has kids that come in and she talks with them about struggling, and she tries to put them in a good direction. Talk to your mom and dad. Talk to a counselor. She'll send them across the hall to the counseling office to hopefully get that ball rolling to where they do get the help and support that they need. So And that's what I hope happens at Waterloo and Columbia. I don't have any frame of reference because graduating in '89, it was not a thing. Until Noah, I did not know anyone that died by suicide. And now you hear about it a lot more. And it's one of those things that we really got to try to nip in the bud as best we can. So,
Yeah. I was the same way. I didn't know that it was really a thing until my family was affected by it as well. And then now in the job that I'm in, I mean, you see it a lot more than it used to be.
yes.
And it's crazy, and the people that you would never think of in a million years, and
Absolutely.
you know, sometimes the people with the brightest smiles on their face are the one that's
absolutely.
struggling the most.
Oh, absolutely. And that was Noah. He was the last person on this planet I would think that would do that. And we struggle with, in the beginning, a lot of why, and we'll never know why. And whether you're listening and you're a person of faith or not, but hopefully when I get there, that's going to be the first conversation I have with God. It's like, why? Why did you take my son? Maybe he will, maybe not. I don't know if I'll be able to have that conversation, but if I can, I will. And then I'm going to give Noah a big hug.
Yeah,
Tell him
sure.
that I love him. So,
Absolutely. Well, hey, can you talk us through like how you came up with this idea? How did it come from nothing into this incredible golf tournament? That's like you said. I mean, you would never guess in a million years that this was your first time. And
thank
me
you.
and TJ both love golf, and we've been part of plenty of golf tournaments. And when I walked, I'm like, how many years have we been doing this again? And he's like, no, this is his first time. Like, holy shit, you would have never guessed.
Oh,
Never guessed.
Thank you. That was the goal, to make it look like we've been doing it for years. When Noah died, I wanted to do the tournament really badly, more the suicide side of it than the dad side, and I'll get to that in a second. But I was still a full-time teacher, and being a dad and a husband and all those coals that you have in the fire, all those balls that you were trying to juggle all the time, I think it was God that was telling me just to put a pin in it for now. And then we had the unfortunate loss of Crawford, and then I retired after that, and I think God's plan was, now you have time. Now I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to give you the time you need to do this. So I met with Kevin Schaefer, the pro, in December, and we talked about it. I started making my lists on my phones, the to-dos, start making a checklist, and the first thing he told me I needed to do, so when I would go talk to people about the tournament, is the why am I here statement. And I sat down at the computer and I hammered it out that when our tragedy happened, so much support was for Nikki, which I get that. I understand completely. I have no negative feelings about that at all. But when you're a dad and you have tragedy in your life, if you're a dad worth a damn, you're going to take on the sadness of your wife and your kids, and you're just going to take yours and put it in a box. And that's what I did. I put it in a box for a long time. So, and then when we started going through everything on the list, and I went home that night or after the meeting, and I was like, holy shit, what did I just decide to do? And just slowly I started whittling away on it. And again, being retired, in January, I started beating the bushes. I went out, I would take a day and I'd take out 5 flyers and I'd go hit 5 places. And I would show them the logo and why it was important, the 5, the wing, the 89, and this is why we're doing this tournament. And I think I asked probably 90 different people between me and Jill and Matt and John. We asked probably 90 people, and we got 81 people to commit. And some people committed more than 1 hole. Some people did 1 or 2 holes. But every little bit counts, like I said before. And then just started working on the sign design. So I used Google's AI, and I asked it create a golf logo for suicide awareness and teen safety, and it spit out 4 different logos, and the one that's ours now caught my eye. And then I asked it, okay, add the number 5 and a Hermes wing, which I have both tattoos, and it added that. And then I said, add the number 89 for Jason, because he was a hockey player. And then I told it to change the colors to royal blue and orange. And just through probably an hour and some change of sitting at the computer, it came to what it is now. And it's eye-catching. And I'm not saying that because I can't take zero credit for the design except for the colors. But it's a unique logo. And it represents the orange for Waterloo and the blue for Columbia. So, and that's how the logo came about. And after I started doing the whole sponsorships, I started to talk to Kevin. We started to talk about, well, let's do this, let's do that. Hey, how do you feel about speakers? And I was like, absolutely, perfect. So he lined up Monroe County, and then I lined up everybody else to come out and talk between 5 and 10 minutes at most about experiences that they have had that has helped with this thing that we're doing. The word just escaped me. That would help kids, and then the under part of it, as I was talking about with the dads, is a lot of times when we do that, we take the sadness and all of that on ourselves, and we suffer in silence. And some people get therapy, some people don't. I tried it, and as I said at St. Baldrick, it was like taking a wire brush to a scab, and I just said I would never do it again, because I guess it would have forced me to deal with it, but I couldn't deal with it in that way, because that didn't work for me. So, as I said earlier, on the first podcast, my therapy is going to our shed, listening to music, having cigars, having cocktails, my playlist for Noah, and I cry. I cry for hours. I'm balled up on the floor, just wailing like a little kid. So that's how I deal with it. And then going on further with the process, a friend of mine, Sam Hand, that I coached football with, he came out and we did an interview and about the whys of the tournament, and it's on the Facebook page, and it turned out really good. And then thank you to you guys for having me that day. It got the word out to so many people. The video that I did with Sam was viewed by like 200 people. So, and I had 2 teams email me out of the blue that I had no idea who they were.
Really?
No idea. One couldn't get a 4th to commit, or we would have 35 teams. The other person, they're here. I haven't met them yet. I wanted to try to meet them, but I might try to still do that at the end. So it's just been an amazing journey, and I couldn't have done it without the good Lord's help. So,
I mean, you have 34 teams. You know every single one of these people are going to be back.
Yes.
And then getting the word out.
Yeah.
I mean, next year you might have your hands full.
Yeah, and that would be a wonderful thing.
Absolutely.
It would be
Good problem to have.
twice the stuff, but it would be wonderful if we had a 2-flight tournament. That's even more money being raised for the cause, even hopefully reaching even more kids and more dads to help each other, get the support of dads getting together and working through their struggles. If it'd be simply just go play golf. I'm not a fisherman, but a bunch of dads get together and play or go fishing. It's a group therapy thing and shared experiences, because it's a shitty club to be in. But if you do it by yourself, which I did, it might not work for some people, and you're just going to spiral. So if you're the kind of dad that is a talker, I'm not so much of a talker, but
Well, you are when there's a microphone.
yeah. I do tend to ramble sometimes.
No, not at all.
But yeah, that was the process of the tournament, and as it got closer, I would exchange texts with Kevin. I hate to text him when he wasn't at work, so I would avoid him. But when I'd see him at work the next day, hey, what do you think about this? Or he would ask me, hey, what do you think about this? And Kevin has been great, phenomenal through all of this, and I can't appreciate him anymore. So,
And like you said last time we talked to you, I mean, therapy isn't for everybody. And there might be groups out there, but everybody has to deal with it their own way.
Right.
And it's a shame that there's just not, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I guess it just everybody is so different and handle things their own way.
Right.
That you trying to nip it in the bud before it happens, maybe we don't need groups someday. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the goal, is to stop it
before it's
before you need a group.
right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, Hank, if there's somebody listening, they want to help your cause and donate, what should they do?
They could get on the Facebook page. It's called Fairways for Hope. It's on there. My information is on there, or my own personal Facebook page has got links to Fairways for Hope. You can email me. Excuse me. My email address is S as in Sam, H as in Hotel, P as in Paul, T as in Tango, E as in Echo, A as in Alpha, C as in Charlie, H as in Hotel, R as in Romeo @gmail.com.
Repeat that back, Colin.
It's essentially the
We'll put
word
the link
shop
on there.
teacher without the O and the second E. So,
Got it.
or you could even
we'll put
text me. My number is 618-719-6707.
We'll put your email and your phone number and the website or your Facebook on
Yeah.
ours and share that around as well.
Yeah.
Yep,
And then once you get next year's date,
absolutely.
let us know.
We're gonna.
And,
That's
We'll,
going to be a
uh,
conversation I have with Kevin here probably in the next couple months. I'd like to make it like this weekend of May every year, so then people that want to play in it know that, okay,
right.
Yeah.
second or what is this, the second or third weekend? Second weekend.
Yep.
The second weekend in May is the Fairways for Hope golf tournament. And while we're talking about things for suicide prevention and awareness, my wife Nikki, she does a walk with another lady, Dawn Woodall, and a couple other people from Columbia. Names are escaping me, so please don't take that as a negative. But they do that at Waterworks / what is it called now? Lakeview Park, the last Saturday of September. And it's the same thing. And as we talked about before, there's people that really don't want to go do a walk, but they'll come play here, and vice versa. And then you have both. So we're trying to spearhead this from two different directions to get the word out as much as possible and to make a difference in people's lives. So,
Yeah.
Well, there's no doubt that this is going to succeed. There's no doubt.
thank you.
I mean, if it's this successful in year one,
Yeah.
it's going to explode.
Yeah.
But I mean, just the idea of it behind it. I mean, I think the things that you are going to do will make a difference.
Yes. And there's a small part of me that would really like it to go like nationally, really, to be the first place, and then it spread like wildfire to where we can really get out and help kids and dads, families in general.
Yeah, that'd be
So,
awesome.
I mean, that's an even bigger thing to chew on, but that's okay.
I mean, you
If
just
it gets
start
that,
with-
if it gets that big, then there'll be other people
Start
that
with
can help
St. Clair
out.
County, you
Yeah.
know, just kind of
Yep, for
move
sure.
out a little at a time.
Yeah, for
Yep.
sure,
Absolutely.
for sure. So,
Yeah.
Well, Hank, we appreciate you coming on and
Thank
talking
you.
to us again.
absolutely. Thank
mean,
you so
we're-
much for coming out.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I appreciate it.
We're having a great time. Looks like everybody here is having a great time.
Good.
So we're excited to be here, and we appreciate you coming and talking to us.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll see if we can get some more people as they roll in.
I think my friend Bill Hurst, he's a former Army guy. He's going to talk about veteran suicide, I believe.
Okay, great.
So, and
Nice.
the impacts of that. So he said he would. So I'm going to drag him over here by his ear if I have to. So
Perfect.
All right. Thanks,
All right,
Hank.
thanks, Hank.
thank you.
All right.